Hi, Rindo.
Hi, Aus. Thanks for
Yeah, how are
coming
you?
today.
Yes.
Well, not so good as you can see.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. You are in a dilemma. Yeah,
Yeah,
so what are we going to discuss today?
well, I just want to say, before we actually, go into detail, I just want to say that, I'm actually quite surprised that, you're not being very understanding, with my situation. I've told you that I need, the 1.5 million because I really need to pay my legal fees, but you refused it and it made me feel very, very slighted, you see.
Yeah, I, I, it seems like you are already in a financial stress, I believe, right? Regarding your court case. Yeah, I think it's not easy. Actually, if you ask me, uh, I I really want to see you can successfully defend yourself. Hiring a good lawyer to defend yourself is very, very important. Okay. But I don't think I can authorize the company to pay your legal fee because this is for personal use. So how am I going to authorize the company to issue a personal amount for you for the legal fee?
But you see that money, it belongs to us. It's a partnership. Half of it is mine. So I don't understand. Why you can't, look at it that way. You see, it is my money at the end of the day, and we do have funds in the partnership. So I don't think that it's anything wrong if I'm taking what's actually mine. You see, and I'm also like wondering why you've been asking me to pay the 1 million that you paid, but you didn't pay it to Sircam. You see, you paid it to the company directly, to Voss directly. So I didn't take your money. So I also don't think that I can actually give you that refund.
You so you mean you can't give me the refund of the crypto of the voice coin money?
Yes, I,
Uh,
I'm I'm
um,
I'm saying it's a bit
af,
difficult. Yeah.
okay, after means even that actually I committed to the investment because of your recommendations and because of your sure at your because your guarantee that this will be a very good investment.
I understand where you're coming from. That you made that investment because of me, but I'm just trying to say that I actually did not benefit from your investment. I did not take your money, so uh, it's a bit difficult for me to actually pay you back. And you also know right now I'm in a financial bind. I don't even have money to pay my legal fees. What more than 1 million, for your refund. So it's it's difficult.
Yeah, I know. I can see your financial stress here, your financial dilemma here. But I also understand. I understand regarding your dilemma, but at the same time also you can see I already lost my 1 million there. I have a similar situation like you. I also need the money to make myself feel financially secure. 1 million is not a small amount for me. So I'm not saying that you must pay by yourself, but I just need some money. The 1 million, I just need it to pay back to me. It's not necessary from you, like your proposal to pay from our joint business. I also hope that I can get something from the money.
Okay, I know that the partnership is trying to lobby for this egg supply business. I also know that it's a 30 million annual income, if I understand correctly. So I am thinking that, maybe, if we both can, get this business, then our problem will be solved.
You mean? Sorry, again.
If we can
I
get
can't.
this business,
Yeah,
the egg supply business, surely our problem can be solved.
yeah.
With 30
That's we
million
will.
a year.
Yes. You mean after we get the 30 millions contract, we can overcome all this issue, right?
Yes, you can
Yeah.
overcome your difficulty, and I can overcome mine. So it's a win-win situation, you see.
Yes. I'm in line with you for this. But do you know, Rendo, actually the manager told me they want us to solve our problem, especially now our reputation has been damaged by your crypto investment. I think you are aware about that. I think you are aware about that. And honestly, the manager asked me to settle our reputation issue by end of this month. If not, very hard, very difficult for us to get a contract. I mean, if we want to survive, if we want to get this contract, we must do something. We must do something.
Settle the issue. How do you mean? What do you mean by that? Actually, settle the issue.
Uh, how about uh have you ever considered to step down from the company?
Step down. But ours, we started this partnership together since how many years? 2010. We worked hard. We built this business up together for 16 years. I mean, surely you can't expect me to just resign just like that. I mean, this is also my baby. You see, I started this company too. I can't
Yeah,
walk away. And I'm sure we've been friends for so many years. I'm the sole breadwinner. My wife is not working. You see, I'm the only one working. If I resign, then I
yeah,
really have no income.
yeah. Rendo, I can see. I mean, we work together. I understand hard, how much efforts you put in. We work together. We work together. We have been fighting for so many years. Our business used to be very, very good. But you also notice recently the business getting slow. Yeah, then you and me, we have financial stress, especially you are the sole bread earners in your company, in your family. So, we really have to find out something to solve the problem, to solve especially our company future, you see. So I really appreciate you bring the company so far. Yeah, you really have to be credited for this, I understand. But now, if we don't make any change, most probably we will lose this 30 million opportunity. Yeah, not even you, me also, I will lose the opportunity.
So getting this contract is vital to you, and yeah, well, to
Yeah.
me also. Well, if okay, if to me, I what I really need right now is the money for my legal fees, and
Mm,
also for my family expenses. I think that's like the most pressing thing for me right now. So I mean, if you want me to walk away, you want me to resign, I'll definitely need a compensation, because if not, I'm going to go empty-handed. And
mm,
right now with my reputation, tarnished, it's not going to be easy for me to start again.
mm.
So
Okay.
if you want me to resign, I would want maybe a compensation of 5 million.
Mm, okay, Rendo. Okay. We have been friends so long. Definitely, I want to see you success in your life. Okay, especially now. Okay, I really hope you can solve the issues now. You can solve your problem now. But like I say just now, I really can't pay the legal fee for you from our joint business. I even can't pay the allowance to your family using our joint business profit or income. But I agree with you. You need something. You need something. You need the money. So maybe I think we can work out a proposal that you can get some cash right now, and you step down from the company. But honestly, for me, 5 million is a little bit high. As you know, our current financial is about 9.3 million. And there is operations coming up in June, which about 270,000. I think you're familiar with all this because we run the business together. You know how much we have to spend, how much our cost. And until I get the contract of the 30 million, you have to wait until August. And there is a chances that I may not get this contract. So I have to think about that. I have to think about it. If let's say honestly, if let's say I can guarantee get the 30 million after we settle all these things, I'm more than happy to give you more than 5 million. But now the problem is I can't guarantee I can get the 30 million contract also.
But I think, like you said earlier, if I don't resign, then the chance is actually going to be 0. So if
Yes.
you need me to go, I mean, then at least, there is a chance, for that to happen for our company, our partnership, to get the contract. So, yeah, so in a way, I mean, we have 9.3 million in the account. So if we 5 million is like just half of it. I mean, I think it's a fair amount. I mean,
You think this is
you deduct the you deduct the
so you think this
expenses
is
for
a
3
fair amount?
months.
Yeah, you think this is a fair amount?
Yeah, because the thing is, you want me to leave, and then I have no job anymore. Who's going to feed my family? I need to feed them. I need to pay my legal fees. So 5 million, nowadays with inflation, 5 million, it's not much lah,
Yeah. Okay, Rindo, I understand. I understand you need the money for the legal fee for your family things. And I know that currently our assets is about 9.3. Your requestment for your request for the 5 million actually, I understand it's fair. But you see, after you step down, you can take the money. Maybe you can settle your legal fees, start family, and run another business. But I am the person to running the business. I need some cash flow because if I take out everything, then I may have a problem with the cash flow. And this, as you know, honestly, you know that actually we need about 1 million to lobby for the project. Then operation cost, everything, how much the business left. So much of the uncertainty. I hope that you will understand that I will be in the dilemma as well. I may have a problem to continue our business. Yeah, so I definitely 5 million a little bit higher than what I expect. How about like this, Randall? I'm thinking that can we have some okay, can we just from this 9.3 million, can we just reserve certain fund for the company operations? Then we just divide it to 2 for the amount. Let's say I need the 1 million for lobbying and the costs of the operations. Maybe can we just use 8 million as our threshold to do the calculation?
8 million. So you're saying that, so after we deduct the lobbying 1 million and when our expenses for 3 months, right? We are left with about 8 million lah. So you're
Yes.
saying you want to half that 8 million.
Yes.
So you are willing to give me 4 million.
4 million perhaps.
Right? Right. I mean, 4 million doesn't seem like a bad amount. I mean, I can think about this, but there is just one thing. If I am to take 4 million, I would like to propose, okay, that my wife takes my place in our Wow Fertilizer, so that she can continue receiving profit from the partnership, you know, because now I'm actually taking a cut, right, from my initial 5 million. And I'm not going to work anymore. You see, after this, you know, I don't even know whether I can start a new business because of,
Okay.
you know, the litigation, pending litigation. I mean, my reputation tarnished, you know, it's, you know, like in the business world, it's a small world. Everybody knows.
Okay.
So I don't know whether I can still do business. So if I take 4, okay, I would like my wife to take my place in Wow Fertilizer as a partner.
Okay, but okay, I understand that, Wendell, because I know this business actually is our joint effort.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh, I understand that why you want your wife to take over portion, but do you mean that you want your wife to take your 50% share?
Correct. She will take over completely my partnership lah. Means I will retire from the partnership, and she takes over. So, but you have to pay me 4 million lah, not no longer 5 million.
Oh, they mean, are
I
you
think it's
saying
a
that?
win-win
So,
situation,
so,
ours,
so,
isn't it?
Rendo, are you means that you will get your 50% profit, and at the same time, your wife will get the 50% share?
No.
So the
She
base
is
will be,
taking my place. I'm no longer a partner already. She will take
yeah,
over my place
but at the same time,
completely.
you will take the 4 million as a consider half of the share, almost half of the share of the company.
Yes, because the reason is because I still need expenses. We still need to live. You see, we still need a monthly allowance to go on, right? I mean, you know, so if she goes into the partnership, then she can get some profit from the partnership, you know.
Okay,
So, and I resign. That's what you want, isn't it? At the end of the day, you
yeah,
just want me to resign so that the egg business can be obtained. So if I do
yeah,
that, you give me back something that I want, which is, you
yeah,
know, my
but
wife being a partner in a Wow Fertilizer.
okay, Rindo, you see, I just do a simple calculation now. Okay, how hope you understand we're talking about business. Okay, even we are very good friend. You see, you get a 4 million out from the company. Okay, we just disregard the 1 million for the lobbying or whatever. Okay, so 4 million out of 9.3 actually is about 40% of the company share, for 40% of the capital, 40 to 45%, I think. So you are taking out this capital, and at the same time, your wife will come back to the office to continue enjoy for the 50% profit. It sounds like unfair to me. And your wife just come into a 50% shareholder just because I just reserved the 1.3 million for the running fund. I mean, it sounds like not good for me, but I understand you need your wife to be here to at least enjoy some profit. How about like this? I don't think 50% is workable.
Mm-hmm.
But I willing to issue 20% share to your wife so that your wife can become a sleeping partner. I will run the business, okay, full force. Okay, then I will share the dividend, I will share the profit 20% to her. Because you
Okay,
see,
so
if we get a 30 millions, I think every year you can get some amount from that.
so what you're saying is you will pay the 4 million. I resign. She goes in as a partner of Wow Fertilizer, but you give her 20% share, and
Yes,
she becomes a sleeping partner.
yes,
You will pay her profit,
yep,
monthly
correct.
profit lah. Is that what you're saying?
Correct, because I believe that your wife also have no experience to run the business. I hope that you all can fully trust on me. I will run the business well. I will make sure that every year you can get enough profit from the business. You know me, I'm good. I'm good in running this business. I have my way to run the business.
But 20% sounds, all this while I've been getting 50 and you cut me down to 20. That's a very big cut,
Yeah, but you see, running this business, with now how much you see we got 9.3. Then now after you go out, I only left 5.3 million. And I have to reserve about 1.3 for all the things. And my cash flow is about 4 million or less than 4 million. Okay, because a lot of things have to come in. And 30 million contract, you know that how much of the cost we have to spend to earn back the 30 million. So actually I'm in the very high risk. I'm very high risk to run this business. If you ask me, am I confident I will success? I'm confident, but I can't tell you that I sure will get it because I have to take the risk also. Yeah, I can foresee the coming half year, it will be a very, very tough time for me. I have to do a lot of things to secure the project to make the
Okay.
company success.
Okay, but can I propose this? I mean, can we have a schedule a profit in the sense that when the amount of profit increases, you can also like review my wife's profit percentage. Let's say the first 1 million is 20%, and then the next, let's say 2 million is 25%, you know what I'm saying? And the next 5 million is 30%, or we have a cap at 30%, maybe from 20 to
Okay.
30%. So when the
Okay.
profit increases, we can also increase her profit sharing. But if
Can
you feel uncomfortable of giving up to 50, we can actually agree to cap it at a 30%.
okay, it sounds good. You means that we have a different stage of the profit sharing scheme.
Yes, it all depends on the amount of profit. The higher the amount of profit, the higher the percentage.
What is the threshold of
The cap, is
profit?
it? The cap, the
How do you
highest
think the
cap.
threshold? 3 million, 5 million?
The threshold, 5
I
million
think
at 30%.
okay, that means as long as if let's say the particular years the company obtains a net profit less than 5 million, then your wife can enjoy 20%. If more than 5 million, I will give her 30%. Am I right?
Yes. I think that would be agreeable. Yeah, I think that sounds good to me. 4 million, and then on top of that, she goes back in as a partner, and then the percentage
Okay.
of profit.
I okay. I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Okay. Okay. For me, if the business can be success, I don't mind to share. I don't mind to share more. Okay. Uh, but 30% actually a little bit high. How about 25%?
But if it's a 5 million profit, it's fair, isn't it?
Yeah, but high return means high invest. I need to pay more cost and capital to get the 5 million profit. This is the business. I mean, we have to put more efforts to earn more.
Yeah, but you have to understand ours. I was getting 50%, and now I'm willing to cut down to 30% because I understand both of us need to survive. You see, we need the 30 million contract, to survive. So hence, I'm agreeing to resign. If you ask me honestly, I really, really don't want to resign. But this is my
Okay.
best alternative lah.
Okay.
I think 30. And then there is also another thing that I really have to tell you. We've been good friends. I don't want to keep you in the dark. Our wild fertilizer, our processing factory is built on my late mother's land, right? You see, now that my mom, has already passed away, my siblings, they are trying to subdivide the land, and they have told me that they want us to go away. They want to evict us, and then if we don't agree to leave, they're gonna start eviction proceedings against us. So I told them, you don't have to go so far. I'll talk to you. And I said, we will find a way to buy the land from them. My share you don't have to buy because, if my wife goes in as a partner, then I don't see a problem. My share can still be there. But we might have to buy out my siblings, you see. So that's why we really have to get that 30 million contract. So I'm trying to help you here, Aus. You want me to resign, I'll go, but let's not haggle 20%, 30%. No, not, I
Okay.
mean, it's not much. At the end of the day, you want to get a contract, and I'll leave, and my wife goes in. That's what I want.
I understand. Okay, I understand, Wendell. So, okay, regarding the land also, I've considered on that. How about like this? I have a proposal. Okay. I will give your wife 30%. Okay, after 5 million. After we obtain the 5 million profit. By the same time, I need you to get your sibling or sign a lease agreement for me for 30 years. I mean, I need a lease over the factory. I need 30 years, at least 30 years. So that I no need to worry about this thing, or the
You also
factory
you
location.
don't want to buy the property. You want to lease the property.
Yeah, because as you know, we are in the very tight cash flow.
I see.
I don't think buying the land will be the good option for me. Yeah, I need, like I told you, the cash flow will be the most thing I worry now. Yeah, I need to keep more cash. Yeah.
I understand what you mean. Yes. Yeah, cash flow definitely will help in a business. So okay, I'll bring your proposal to my siblings. I'll have to let them decide because I can't decide for them. But okay, I'll let them know. And see how it comes, how it pans out. But between you and I think we have reached an agreement.
Yes, and also one things, I think we haven't talked about my 1 million. And though, yes, since I'm so generous to give everything, I really hope that I can get back my 1 million. Honestly, I feel very insecure for my financial, our money, all is hard-earned money, all is hard-earned money. 1
I
million is
understand,
not.
but I'm just so sorry because you actually paid that money to Voss, and I didn't even take that money, so I really cannot come out with that money. But I've already reduced 5 to 4 million, so I think that's the 1 million that I can help you with in a way. In an indirect way.
Can I suggest, because since
Okay.
I will still give profit to your wife, I'm okay that you can just pay in an installment. Maybe for 3 years profit, I can just deduct part of the money from the profit, share to your wife so that I can get back my 1 million.
Sorry, again, 3 years. In 3 years, the installment, is it?
In the coming 3 years profit, whatever I share to your wife, I will just deduct in 3 installment to cover my 1 million. Let's say I will just take 300,000 per year. I mean, I can make it 900,000. It's only to be 1 million. Yeah, but this is a huge amount. I know my wife already nagging me for so long. I really have to answer to my wife. Yeah, not only financial secure, it's also my family secure.
Okay, but
Yeah.
300,000 a year, I think it's quite a lot. I mean, we don't even know the amount of profit we are going to get, right? So can I suggest that from the amount of profit that you're sharing with her, 5% you can deduct? Because I really don't know. If let's say the profit is 100,000, and you take let's say 300,000, that's really not, you can't even deduct from there, you see. So can we work on like a percentage basis? Like if let's say it's 100,000 profit, you take 5%.
That means you're willing to pay the 1 million, but just buy an installment for every year based on the percentage.
Just as a goodwill, because you actually did invest, because of me in a way, and now you're willing to help me out to pay compensation for me to leave and also to include my wife in the partnership. And I'm not going to fork out any money anymore. It's just a deduction of profit from whatever we're going to get. So, okay, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. It's just that I'm just worried it'll be too much. So I'm suggesting a 5% deduction on a yearly basis. Yeah.
Maybe every year, your wife 20% or 30% of the profit, I will take 5%
Yes,
by installment until we reach the 1 million.
Until the 1 million is settled.
Okay, it sounds good. It sounds good. At least I can explain to my wife. The money will come back to me. Yeah. It sounds good. I think it's okay. I think it's okay because this part of the 1 million actually is come from my wife. So yeah, I hope that it won't become my family crisis at the end. Yeah, I can talk to my wife. I don't
Should
think...
we just probably write this down and both of us just sign on the paper just in case, we
Sure.
capture everything,
Sure.
so that later we won't get so confused. Okay.
Yeah, maybe we can have the sales of business agreement at the same time. I can sign a partnership agreement with your wife at the same time.
Yeah. So now I'll just write down the points here, okay? Like a memorandum, and maybe we can just sign the paper.
Can.
Okay. Okay, I'm signing on my part.
Yep.
Okay, this is for you.
Okay. 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 All right. Can.
Okay, thank you so
we
much, Aus, for being so understanding.
Okay. Thank you, Randall. Okay. Wish you all the best.
Yeah, wish you all the best too.
Okay, bye.